back. Today's video is about Lume. A lot of people have asked me what is Lume or luminescence and how does this work? How do these luminescent dials glow so bright when exposed to sunlight or any type of light when you're working on low light conditions? So let's get to it. So lume or luminescence, it means glow, and there's many ways to make an object glow or irradiate lume or luminescence. You have photoluminescence, you have chemical reactions, you have electrical energy, which basically is those battery powered like digital watches that you press a button and the screen lights up. Also vibrations, sonoluminescence is called, and also by ionizing radiation, that's radioluminescence. And early flight instruments and naval instruments had radioluminescence. That means that the indices or the dials were coated with a special radioactive luminescent coating that in low light conditions it would pop up. After World War II, it changed to other materials that were not radioactive, but gave the same effect, even better. So the dials of hands, scales, and signs on aviation navigational instruments were coated with luminescent materials that are known, that were known as luminescing. This has also been used since way back for watchmaking industry. For many types of watches, like utility watches, like dive watches or pilot watches, so the user would be able to read the time or do any calculations during low light conditions or underwater. So the original watch lume that I showed you was used before World War II, made out of radium, which was highly radioactive, and those were applied to the indices or the parts of the dial that needed to be highlighted, like hands or needles or the actual indices or whatever you were looking to highlight. Nowadays, after World War II, came up with a material called strontium aluminate, which is highly luminescent and does not emit any radiation. It's perfectly safe, and that's what's been used in most cases for luminescent dials for instruments, for watches, utility watches, for altimeters in this case. There are different compounds and different pigments that give that either yellow, bluish, or greenish luminescence. So depending on the pigment, it will glow more or less. Exposure to sunlight gives it a better effect and a longer lasting luminescence, but basically this will work with any light condition. I mean, if it's exposed to sunlight, you get a longer period. With any light, you'd probably get a few minutes less than that. And how it works is basically when the light source hits the material, the electrons are excited in a way that they begin to energize rapidly. So basically they're vibrating all over the place, and that creates a phosphorescent glow. After the energy levels of the electrons kind of slow down, then you see how the brightness and the glow decreases slowly. And I'll show you a couple of examples. We'll put a couple of altimeters side by side. We'll do a Lume war between the Viplo and I'm going to take a Galaxy altimeter and put them side by side. And I'll probably put my watch there so you can see the difference in luminescence and how long. Usually with glow-in-the-dark altimeters or luminescent dials, you get about 20 minutes of lume, and that's plenty of time if you're doing a night jump, if you're doing a late afternoon jump. It's going to give you plenty of time to go up in altitude, jump out of the plane, and land safely. So let's go flip the camera and get some Lume Wars going.
All right, so this is a time lapse about probably about 20-30 minutes of different altimeters. You have the Viplo, Altitude Galaxy, and you have the Parasports Aeronaut and in a dive watch. So you can see during this period of time how the lume kind of starts to fade until it goes basically dark.
Also, if you're wondering in time if that luminescence will remain the same, this is my personal altimeter. I've been using this for almost more than 20 years. So this is how it looks. I just took it outside, about 30 seconds to sunlight, and it's a bit cloudy today. So this is how it looks in the dark.
All right, guys, that's all we have for today. I hope you liked it. Please like and subscribe and hit the bell to get our latest notifications. Really helps our channel grow and bringing you great content every week. And I'll see you in the next one.